Kaya 2 minutes. Sabi, 34 na lang. Hindi, 2:30 na. 2:30 na.
A pleasant afternoon to all. I am Jocelyn Escucha,
And I am Rhea and Mixto,
and we are your moderators for today's webinar.
We would like to welcome you all for today's webinar entitled In-House Webinar on Productivity Software, Applications and Technology Tools in Teaching TLE, with the theme Developing Technical Skills of 21st Century Learners.
Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. We are glad that you are all here to listen, explore, and learn from the topics of our speakers.
What a most awaiting event of all motivated students. Is that right, Miss Jocelyn?
Indeed, Miss Rhea, it is the most awaited event for Motivated 3D and for other sections.
To formally open our event today, may I request everyone to please settle as we present the interfaith to be followed by singing of the Philippine National Anthem and the ASEAN Hymn.
Let's bow our heads and pray. We thank you for today. Thank you for your grace and future provide us for your protection, love, and as we gather this opportunity to perform our webinar. Help us to focus our minds and hearts now on what we are about to do and forever. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we listen to you. Guide us by your light as we discover more about the world around us. Tumuko at manalangin. Salamat sa araw na ito. Salamat sa lagi mong pagbibigay ng tamang daan sa tinatahak naming landas. Salamat sa iyong gabay at pagmamahal. Naway bigyan mo kami ng kalakasan na mapagtagumpayan ng aming webinar. Dalangin namin, tulungan mo kami na ituon ang aming isip at puso sa aming mga gagawin sa araw-araw. Gabayan lamang kami ng iyong banal na Espiritu. Amen. Tulog ko sa mga kayo as mga Amang banal, Salamat sa aldaw na ito. Salamat sa pirmi mong pagtao sa tamang mindas sa samang mga tinatahak. Salamat sa imong pagpantay at pagpataga. Naway tawan mo kami, kusog na mapagtagumpayan ang samong webinar. Nangangadya kami na matabangan mo po kami na maituon na amon ang isip at puso sa samong mga gigipuan sa mga aldaw na maagi. Bantayan lamang kami kang sa imong banal na espiritu. Amen.
Ano siya ang tayo?
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Philippines.
Hindi kayo.
Malaki yung camera dito.
Sumit-sumit.
Ay, wala ko yung camera sa akin.
Hindi ko lang kami nila.
Ano?
At this moment, may I call on the leader of Group 4, Miss Kathleen Gale D. Villa, as she deliver her welcome remarks and message of appreciation into all guests and participants in today's webinar.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Hindi ko naman din
Good afternoon to all of you. To our teacher, student teacher, speaker, master of ceremony, and students, a very warm welcome to all at our first online webinar. Before we begin this webinar, I hope this discussion on today's webinar will be great and successful. Hope all you will cooperate and at the same time enjoy the webinar. I ensure this webinar will be fruitful for everyone's here. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Ms. Kathleen Gale D. Villa, for your very warm and welcome remarks.
At this moment, may I call on Ms. Jolly Cris Carullo for her statement of the purpose for today's webinar.
So, good day, everyone. The purpose of this webinar is to demonstrate a comprehensive proper usage of applications that we can use for teaching and learning. Some new tips and information are presented by our respected speaker that can be applied by our participants. It is also intended to assess the needs of the participants regarding to their teaching and learning skills that can help participants to develop their knowledge about the new updates of software applications that usually used in education. That's all, and enjoy our webinar.
Thank you, Ms. Jolly Chris Carullo. Our group is very grateful for this day. As a result, we want you to gain experience and information by participating in the webinar we have prepared for you.
Before we begin, may I remind everyone to please listen carefully, and if you have any questions or clarifications, you can raise it at the end of all the presentations by means of typing your surname on the chat box.
Now, let's move on for the introduction of our first plenary speaker.
The first plenary speaker is Miss Joanna Rivera. She graduated at the Valeriano E. Pugosa Memorial High School, Boys Town Complex, Parang, Marikina City. During her senior years, she gained 2 certificates, and these are NC2 in bread and pastry production and NC3 in events management. She is also a student in Marikina Polytechnic College, taking up a course of Bachelor Technical Vocational Teacher Education, major in FSM.
So without further ado, we will begin the presentation of our first speaker, Ms. Joanna Rivera, with the topic Maximizing the Selected Features of Microsoft Office Word 365.
Welcome back. How are you
Hindi na ako
today?
magaganito.
I hope you are
Mamaya,
doing
may
well.
pagtapos
By
sa
the way, I am
presentation.
Joanna Rivera from and before we formally proceed our discussion today, I will show you a picture and tell me what is your observation and thoughts
Hindi
about
na mag-adjust
this
ng
picture.
phone.
Okay, exactly. This picture celebrates the challenge of creating effective teaching materials and the need to enter like a Microsoft Word to simplify the process. So this picture highlights the importance of using technology to support the work of teachers while teaching is a passion-driven profession. The creation of teaching materials requires additional skills and resources. Microsoft Word provides a platform that allows teachers to efficiently create effective materials that engage and educate their students. By utilizing the full range of features available in Microsoft Word, teachers can enhance the impact of their teaching making the learning process more enjoyable and effective for their students. So for our topic is maximizing the selected
Yung
features in
camera
the
lang dito.
Microsoft Office Word 365.
Yan mo, may
And
documentation
to
ng
help with the objective, at the end of this lesson, the students are expected to first identify the selected features in the Microsoft Word 365 for effective teaching and learning materials. Second, state the Microsoft Word 365 selected features. Three, illustrate how to use the selected Microsoft Word 365 and last, value the use of Microsoft Word 365 for effective teaching and learning. So now let's begin by identifying the features of the Microsoft Word 365 that are essential for teaching and learning. So as you can see, I have the blank document here and you can remain this quite similar to a Google Doc, but in this time, it is placed in a Microsoft Word. Now I am using it as an example doc. It will automatically fit on your OneDrive or the
Ay, hindi
cloud of your
malagyan dito sa yan.
Word 365 account. So you can
Malag.
see here that you can
Ay,
import
hindi na pwede
that
pumunta
you
sa
will
tayo na
verify
to.
your link.
Kaya
Again,
hindi
it
na
is very
mag-login.
similar on what you have on your desktop. And then the different options you will be able to look at the same as we go through each of the things that I will be showing you. So take note, we will not do the very basic discussion about the content of the Microsoft Word because I know all of us here know already or familiar with it, but rather I am going to show you some parts of Word, especially the
Hmm? Naka-open na yung iba.
the middle of the document will come out.
Mawawala.
So as you notice while I am speaking to you right now, the artificial intelligence of the document or application is the one deciding the word you use or the word heard from the speaker. So this is just with when you will let's you are having a discussion
Hindi
or
pwede mag-admit.
you are very
Sino
sorry
papasok?
it is a
Si
lot
Dumo.
easier
Si
to
Duwang.
say it out loud rather than typing it down so we
O, yung
may
hanggang
mistake
muna
as
natin.
well. Of course, it's not completely accurate because we do some necessary changes to the text, but I think the new already may solve your work a lot. So the next tool that I want to share with you is the immersive reader. So the immersive reader is not just
Before mo naman
listening to the word, it is actually available in many different applications of the Microsoft Office 365. So let me show you the video as I go along and explain what I did. So as you can see here, I already have the word and click the immersive reader. There are so there as you can see the immersive reader will try to see the different documents. It will even try to read it faster and also can change the voice from female to male. You can also go back and speak to them, speak depending on what you need. So this is a
Nantok na ako.
very good accessibility tool. And here you can also change the size of the font.
Baka sa ano din.
You can increase or
Ang dami.
decrease
Kasi ito na
the
lang tayo.
spacing, change the font and the theme.
Kasi
What
mga
color
baka
are
mas
easy
parang
to
hindi
use
sila
and the
nagagawa.
grammar options. We also have a spacing from the syllables and you and also you select the different parts of speech. So it is quite easy to see where are your verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and etc. So this shows that the
Dami din.
students
Dami sa
to be
naman
able
ito.
to own their learning.
Ito na pala din
Here,
mo.
you can
Siguro
also
mga 10
include the
yan. Tapos
line
skill
focus
dapat sila.
to make it one line, few lines, or a different set of words. Here in the translate functions, you can translate the whole document, internet based, to translate it to different language. So you have the option to translate the whole document. So here the same document but translated to Dutch, and then you can again ask the reader to
As
dictate
you
it
notice while I am
for
speaking to you right now, the artificial intelligence of
for
the document
you.
or
So
Na-open
application
yung
that
phone
one
niya.
side of
how
the words.
powerful
Use
the
when more
immersive reader is.
Si Sir yan.
So now if you see the following, can you type your reactions in the comment box or in our comment section based on what you learned after you heard the second tool that I shared with you.
Di ko namin saan
Okay,
tutunan.
so thank you so much for your reactions. Okay, so the next tool that I want to share with you is the editor button. Most likely in your Microsoft Word or you're familiar and
Bili,
use
ito
a
pa
lot
ako
of
ba
this
yung
for spelling and grammar checks. Right now, Microsoft Word has opted up so much to that editor button. So let me show you in this today what I mean by this. So here you can find the editor in the review button over there. You can go to the home or you can go to home. You can also find the editor button here. When you click it, the right side panel would come out. It will calculate the number of words and even do a check for the spelling. Not just the spelling, but the grammar, vocabulary, and etc. So as you can see here, I also check for similarity. So this may be good way for you to prevent plagiarizing. So you can also see some document statistics and word comprehension. Maybe if after clicking editor button twice a number of times you can find what words are
After
not
kada
used
presentation
or
din,
what
after.
grammar we also need to be attention on.
Ayun.
This mode is not just a study and a grammar checker, but it is also a way for you to help build yourself an editor inside Microsoft Word. So isn't it that amazing, right? That you can use as a teacher or a future teacher, and you can also
hindi ko makita yung ano.
that they type in their document. So it's time for our last one in the Microsoft 365 that I want to
Open
share
the
with you is
camera.
the share and collaboration. I know that there are a lot of tools that I didn't share, but for as of now, this is just a few of the different tools that have in a Microsoft. So I encourage everyone that explore more
Naka-on cam
the
ka?
tools that have in your Microsoft 365 for you to have a knowledge about it. So since this is an online version of the Microsoft Word, there is an option to share the document. So by here, you can see the default. It will go to anyone with a link can edit. You can also change it so that only those in your organization or people with interesting access or even specific people who will be able to open your document. Can set an expiration date and set a password. You can even block the download name of the said document. So here is a quick page if anyone with a link can see. You just click copy link and you already have your link that is just for you. That's how easy it is to share your document and just copy it up and paste it on anywhere. You can even send it on Facebook or on Messenger or any social media account where you want to share it. Since this is a shareable document, you can always come up with some documents and mention somebody that is working on the same comment as you so that they uh, get notified or just simply post your own comments there without mentioning anyone. So here is our topic. Hopefully, this is something you can make us hope you learned something new about the different features in the Microsoft Word, especially in online version. The Microsoft Word 365 and the different features, dictation, dictation function, where you use speech to text to author content in an office with a microphone and reliable content connection. Use your voice to quickly create document emails, notes, presentations, or even slideshows. The second tool is the immersive reader, where you ask to read the document for you. The third one is the editor button, where it gives your suggestions on how to improve your document in terms of grammar, readability, conscience, and more. And the last tool that I share with
Hindi
you
naka-off
is
na
the
sila lahat,
share
din.
and collaboration, where everyone is
Naka-off na
working
sila
at
sa
the
akin.
same time. I know that
Pa-off
there
mo
are
sa
lots of
akin.
tools that I didn't share, but for as of now, this is just a few of the different tools that have in Microsoft Word. So I encourage everyone that explore more the tools that have in your Microsoft 365 for you to have the knowledge about it. So that's all everyone. Thank you for listening and I hope you learned something.
Inabi.
Hindi naka-off na dito sa
Hey. Wala pa.
Thank you, Ms. Rivera, for a wonderful
Wala
and fantastic presentation. Through the presentation of Ms. Rivera, we know that there is still a lot of features of Microsoft Word that we didn't discover yet. And I
Hindi mo
hope
kaya,
that
Bi.
every participant in this platform learned a lot from your video demonstration.
So for us to learn more, let's proceed to our second plenary speaker. Miss Janine Thea Mexico. She graduated at Mayamot National High School and C2 holder of Food and Beverage Services, and she is also a third year of Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, major of FSM at Marikina Polytechnic College.
So without further ado, let's proceed to our second plenary speaker, Ms. Janine Thea Mexico, with the topic of multimedia elements of preparing PowerPoint presentation.
Welcome back, students. How are you today? I hope everyone is fine and doing well. By the way, I am Miss Lindsay William from Student 3 and Cebu. And before we start the discussion,
Uy, tumutuloy sa iba. Ba't sa akin nag-stop?
Hala, bakit ganyan?
Yung, okay kayo kay Sir Lou.
And hit the line that I will insert a picture at the top of the PowerPoint. You can see the background remover, the corrections, color, and artistic effects. Then I will insert another picture. Next is video. In PowerPoint, we have two types of including video, which are online video and video on the devices. Since I already have a saved video, so I will just insert it from my device. On the upper side of the PowerPoint, I have some video effects, video borders, and video sheets. Then, we have already a video on the presentation that you can play directly on the PowerPoint.
Ano pa? Okay na?
Next is sound.
May 49 participants
In
lang kasi.
PowerPoint, we also have two options in inserting audio on the presentation. The audio on the PC, the audio on the PC, and record audio. So I will record audio, and it is under on digital audio that I discussed earlier. Using this, we can directly record the sound from the PowerPoint. Technology. And lastly is the animation. These are the common animation that we use in PowerPoint. The entrance, so these are the common animation that we use in presentation. The entrance, emphasis, and exit. But now, we will use motion paths. You can see we have many options in motion paths. We will try this to add animation in our presentation.
Super nag-live.
So in the text technology, I will
Brain
add
block daw
left
actually.
motion. The next video I will add a motion. And last, let's add a custom font in the picture. We just need to create three lines. These lines will be the motions. Will be the motion. You can also adjust the duration to make the motion slower. Then let's play again to see the difference. So this is how multimedia elements works in preparing presentation. It will also help you when you are working with your own presentation and you can make it better than this. That's all for the discussion. So now, we can go back to the video presented a while ago. In the video, it has a two plane
Di,
and
yung flex
best
nga daw.
presentation. So this topic can help us to know what are the other things we can do to make our PowerPoint better. We can use other multimedia or combine the elements of multimedia to help it deliver information of our presentation. We can use proper way of encoding the text, graphics, indicate videos or audio, and make an animation to the slides, pictures, or even in the text to make more effective and attractive the presentation.
Bigyan ba sa dulo niya?
Okay, to summarize the topic, multimedia elements combine more than one type of video, typically in digital forms. And we have five multimedia elements, and those are text, graphics, video, audio, and animation. These elements can help the reader use sight, sound, and sometimes even other senses to experience what they are reading. And that's all. And thank you everyone for listening.
Wait lang.
Thank you for a very informative and wonderful presentation, Miss Mexico. You gave us more idea to make our presentation more creative.
So before we proceed to our next speaker, we would like to ask our participants if they are still there. You can type a heart in our chat box if you are still there. So I guess they are still here and listening attentively. And for completing our list of plenary speaker, Miss Escucha is the last.
Yes, Miss Rhea. Our last plenary speaker, we have here Miss Claire Abalos. She is graduate of Accountancy and Business Management at Antipolo City Senior High School. Also a third-year Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, major in FSM student in Marikina Polytechnic College. Without further ado, let's proceed to our last speaker, Miss Abalos Claire, with the topic audio recording and podcasting for teaching and learning.
A blessed afternoon to everyone. Welcome back, students. How are you today? I hope you are doing well today. By the way, I am Miss Claire Abalos from the Limited 3D MSc. To officially start our discussion, I prepared here some pictures and we're going to analyze and tell me what is your thoughts or idea from the pictures. And what problems you can see in this particular picture. Alright, as you can see, we have students that are struggling on their study. They have a hard time to catch up on their lessons. They feel boring with
are feeling so disconnected. Teachers can effortlessly broadcast interesting audio information, which students may listen to at any time and from any location. So our topic for today is about
Utilization of podcasting for teaching and learning.
at the end of the program, the participants must be able to first explain the types of podcast and teaching, second, cite the advantages and disadvantages of using audio recording for teaching and learning, and create your own podcast, and lastly, appreciate the importance of podcasting in teaching and learning. Have you ever heard your older family members tell you about listening to show or stories on the radio? Better, when we say podcast, it is digital audio recording, usually involving talk and or music that can be streamed over the internet or downloaded for later use. And podcast can perform so many functions. They can educate,
Magat na naman
entertain,
talaga siya.
inform, and teach. There are three types of podcasts that teachers will be selected. First, we have educational podcast. When we say educational podcast, it is for teaching and learning purposes. I have here some example of educational podcasts that you can listen and watch too. So for the second, an interview podcast, it is a show based on a conversational interview format. This podcast often includes revealing conversations about life, art, fame, or another relevant topic. Generally, podcasts that focus on interviews, welcoming new guests. Each episode join a consistent group for a long-form conversation. And for the third one, we have a solo podcast. A solo podcast episode is an episode consisting of only the host elaborating on a topic that they're an expert on. Normally, a solo episode is shorter than an interview because, well, there's only one person talking. We will now proceed to the advantages and disadvantages of using audio recording for teaching and learning. Let's discuss first the advantages of using audio recording. So we have audio editing. Audio contains processing, for example, processing includes tone, stress, rhythm, and intonation. The parts of oral communication beyond specific units of sound that make up a language and sometimes carries a great deal of information, such as emotional state of the speaker. For example, students who listen to audio will have a instant emotional reaction or otherwise relate to content delivered via audio differently than if the same material were presented as text. And the second one is the audio introduces vocabulary. Audio can be useful in introducing students to vocabulary above their reading level. Students who are still working on improving or who are learning English may not be able to read beyond a certain level. But that doesn't necessarily mean they are not ready for more advanced vocabulary or to dive into content that is otherwise more advanced than their current reading level. So for the third one, audio is social. Listening to content can also provide a social component to learning that may be lacking
Parang
in
wala kang
using
makeup.
textbook
Parang wala
materials.
kang makeup.
While students who speak silently at their own pace
Hmm.
has its own benefits, listening opens up the
Mga
possibility of
walang
laughing
makeup.
or just being surprised together as a group, turning the material into a shared learning journey rather than a more solitary experience. So for the fourth advantages is the audio encourage discussion. Using audio to create a social experience also turns it into a great jumping off point for discussions of the material, which allows listeners to share their ideas and negotiate meanings with each other. These discussions provide opportunities to generate understanding in a community of readers and to help readers make sense of the stories they hear. Literature discussions at home and in school extend understanding, clarify misconceptions, and provide young readers with the support necessary for better comprehension. Recording lectures often encourage boredom.
Ano ba
When you
magpapalala?
know everything is being recorded, you might tend to pay or not pay full attention to all the information being presented. When being in a classroom and having the opportunity to use a digital voice recorder, then the students should be appreciative that they are allowed to use this technology in order to help them out in the classroom. But if they take it for advantage and if they in the classroom and don't even listen to the recording, then the students will not actually learn anything. The digital recorders should also malfunction a lot, and this would cost a lot of money, and recorders require batteries and might not work properly. You never know when your battery is going to die or when the recorder wouldn't capture everything you could say. Plus, have you tried doing your own podcast? Alright, plus I will show you the steps on how to make your own podcast. So first thing that we need to do is to plan or choose the topic that we discuss in our podcast. If it is first podcasting experience, I would suggest that you write script for your first recordings, and as you gain confidence behind the microphone, you can do away with them later on. But regardless of how proficient you become at podcasting, you will always need to prepare and organize your ideas before each podcast recording. That will help you on topic and will enhance the comprehensibility of your message. After you come up with ideas for your podcast, you are now ready to get started creating your podcast. To this end, you will need two types of elements, podcasting hardware and podcasting software. So let's talk about first the podcasting hardware. The hardware you will need to use a podcast, which is a computer or mobile device, headphones, and microphone. So for the software, as for the podcasting software, you will need access to some form of a digital audio recording or factor it is now available on Spotify. Our episode is now up. So if you have time, you can visit all the Spotify. Hi everyone, this is Etta Podcast and I'm your host, Claire Avalos, and today we're going to discuss about technology in the classroom, titled Improve Education to Improve Technology. And to summarize the lesson for today, so podcasting is even whenever or wherever makes it easier for students to catch up and quickly might be better than watching or reading. As a teacher, we can prioritize active learning in the classroom. Podcasts can accommodate all learning styles, also podcasts is easy to read and it costs effective. We can utilize podcasts in the classroom where the teacher is repurposing lectures as podcasts. Record conversations with other and guest students listening together podcasts. Teachers also start listening activities like podcasts to students to improve their speaking skills. Using podcasts in the classroom is a fresh and challenging way of learning. However, podcasts require a significant amount of research and study. Challenging students to create their own podcast will encourage them to delve deeper into the subject, while in real time and creating podcasts in classrooms will also help them to listen to more informative content. Digital features to record their audio, the podcast or the video material, as well as giving feedback to their students on their work and also monitoring their progress to initiate benefits of podcast in their learning process. So everyone, always remember that a better listener are a better learner. Thank you for tuning in.
What a great and interesting topic, Miss Avalos. You really showed your creativity for that demonstration. You gave us knowledge on how to enhance our audio editing vocabulary by means of podcasting.
That will be all. Let's give our three speakers with a virtual clap.
What a meaningful presentations for our speakers who provided us an informative topic and content that will help us to improve our instructions and delivery of teaching.
At this moment, let's proceed to our open forum for questions and answers.
Participants, if you have any questions or clarifications, kindly type your questions on the chat box or you can unmute your microphone for us to recognize your questions.
You may also include the name of the speaker to whom you wish to direct your question, and the speaker will do their best to answer all of your questions and clarifications. We will now begin with the question of Mr. Bocado, Jackford. I guess this question is for Miss Avalos Claire. How podcasts can be used in teaching?
Good afternoon to everyone. To answer your question, podcasting in education is that we can use it for lecture review, and one of the simplest uses of podcasting is to record your existing lectures, and this makes them easily accessible to students and creates a invaluable study aid. And students can use the podcast for reference purposes. That's all po. Thank you.
So thank you for that answer from our third speaker, which is Miss Claire Avalos. So for the second question, we have here Miss Mary Joy Arispe. So her question is for presenter number 2. So her question is, do you think that multimedia elements already apply in the presentation nowadays?
Thank you, Ms. Irispe. So to answer your question, for me, yes, we already applied the multimedia elements in presentation nowadays. Especially since pandemic happened, we became more exposed and explore by using technology, and we are on online class. So we make many presentation or online presentation, and we already apply those multimedia elements by means of editing our presentation. Um, by using those elements to make our presentation more creative and presentable. Thank you.
Thank you so much for our second presenter, which is Janine Mexico, for answering the question of our participant. So next question we have here. So this one is for the presenter one, which is Miss Joanna. Are those features that you mentioned are available in all Microsoft 365?
Okay, so thank you, Ms. Jessa Manlangit, for your question. Yes, it is available for Microsoft 365 Office. All of those features.
Okay, we have our last question here that we have to entertain from Mr. Bocado. What comes to your mind to choose those topics? I guess this question is for our leader, Miss Kathleen Gale.
Thank you, Mr. Bocado. So I choose those topics to present because we can see that all the topics are known by the student, and the presenter just gives some more informative ideas about new features of application, which is Microsoft, PowerPoint presentation, and also the topic of Miss Abalos give more idea to improve our audio editing skills.
So I think there is no questions. That is
Nakikita ko sila
So
nagtatawan.
I think there is no question. So let's move forward. So the open forum session is over. We hope that everything you asked was clear and received the answer you sought. Thank you to everyone who joined us for our webinar.
To award the Certificate of Participation, may we call on our student teacher who is also taking up a course of Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, major in Electrical, Mr. Louis C. Cura.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. So, to all participants here in this webinar, you are now receiving a certificate of attendance for attending the one-day webinar on in-house on productivity software application and technology tools for teaching TLE. So again, congratulations to all of you, and thank you for participating in this webinar. So moderator, you may now proceed again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cura. Ms. Rhea.
So at this moment, may we call the presence of our Tech TL2 and Assistant Professor, Licensed Professional Teacher, and a Faculty and Educational Department, Mr. Marlon C. Altiche, for his closing remarks. Let's give him a virtual clap.
Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Kausap ko yung leader ninyo sa dahil una naputulan siya dahil lakas ng ulan. Nawalan daw siya ng kuryente kaya naka-off siya ngayon ng camera. Namatay yung kanyang computer kanina. Sige. Tapos tinatanong ko kasi siya, may